Hey guys, so I'm in the midst of putting together a video about The Purge, Anarchy, a new propaganda film that is coming out tonight at midnight. And I don't know, it just got me thinking about all the ways that Hollywood tries to get in our head and give us these little subtle subliminal messages about how, war is wonderful and the government is wonderful and we need them and blah blah blah. And it's everywhere. It's not just in movies. And I was trying to think of other examples because I know that's all The Purge Anarchy is. Like, it's just a big old propaganda film that kind of tells stupid people, you don't know how to behave without the government setting laws, and you're all just gonna murder each other if they're suspended for 12 hours. It's just bullshit. So it led me to try to think of other examples of movies that are really just full of bullshit messages by, perpetuated by directors that are in deep with the government and the state, and they're all buddies. They all, have different kickbacks and incentives for doing so. I guess I came up with, and these are a lot of movies that I really haven't even seen or maybe even just saw a part of or have heard bad things about, but I know Zero Dark 30 is a big one. Lincoln and Argo, I saw that. I almost threw up. It was awful. I don't know, what else? You guys should definitely leave comments in the section below and leave some more propaganda movies. But they do it everywhere. They do it in our TV shows. Like, all the stupid reality fluff, like the Desperate Housewives television programs, and I can't even think of any others because I don't watch that shit, honestly. But, yeah. What TV shows are out there that are just blah? I'm sure there's a lot of them. I don't really spend that much time watching TV, but also, it doesn't even matter what the content of all these TV shows is because they're usually an hour long, and the longer we spend sitting on the couch staring at a screen, filling our brains with mush, that's less time we spend reading. That's less time we spend searching the internet and stumbling upon anarcho-capitalist related content. That's less time we spend engaging in self-knowledge. Less time we're outside hanging out with our neighbors, creating a sense of community. Less time we spend actually having meaningful conversations, discussing important things with our family and our friends. They just really want us to be potatoes, subservient little submittizens in front of a box, filling our brains with nothing in particular. And even just like in the news stories, like, I don't know where you guys live, but round here, they spent over a month talking about Bridgegate with Chris Christie. He's the governor of New Jersey, and there was some scandal where he closed the bridge, or like one of his people closed the bridge to get revenge at a mayor or some other political person for not endorsing him or some stupid shit. Like, and it blew up here. It was all the local news outlets could talk about. And I know it kind of even touched the national spectrum for a little bit, which is just stupid. And same thing with the Anthony Weiner scandal. Like, as much as they can have us talking about stupid, petty, small bullshit, like that, we're not thinking about the serious stuff like NDAA passing through or other really scary legislation and news stories. They just want us to keep talking about the silly stuff. And I mean, in the music, it's all over. You see Jay-Z having dinner with Obama. You know that there's corruption in the music industry as well. I don't know. Guys, leave examples of all these things because it's just funny to talk about. And I do think it's important to watch just to kind of know what kind of tools our enemy is coming up with and trying to indoctrinate the public with. I just kind of like to be aware of that stuff. I like to, view the other side every now and then. That's why I flip to O'Reilly Factor every, at least once a week just to have a good laugh and see what they're talking about. And I don't know, sometimes I like watching The Bachelorette, that is a reality TV show sometimes I watch, because, when you're thinking about all these things constantly, and it's like your passion, and you're reading all these news stories, and watching these videos, and it's very, dense. And sometimes it's nice to just give your brain a break and watch some silliness. But, I mean, there's people out there that's all they do, and that's all they live off of, and that's all they talk about, and they really believe in it, and they really get invested in these people on the TV and the characters on the shows and the movies, and I don't know. There's just people that really can't think critically outside of all the cultural indoctrination that's going on. So, but anyway, I don't want to end this. I don't want this to be a negative kind of vlog. I want to share with you some good counter-propaganda movies and TV shows, too. I'll tell you my favorite from this year. Definitely my favorite TV show that kind of goes against the grain is House of Cards, because it just exposes all the corruption that goes on in Washington. And what's really interesting is Beau Willimon. He used to work for Hillary Clinton and Howard Dean, so he was on staff with Schumer, too. And so if anyone knows how it works behind the scenes in Congress, I feel like he would, because he spent time doing it. I have a whole video about that. It's really interesting. I really spent a lot of time looking into the writer and producer, director, whatever. I think he's all of the above. So that's a good one. Definitely check that out. And then the best movie I saw this year that's counter-propaganda is the Lego Movie. Just, if you're awake, you gotta see that movie. It blows your mind. I was turning to Jason like every couple minutes like, oh, did you see what they did there? Oh my god. You just gotta see it. And songs, I guess I found an artist. I really don't listen to too much music either, which is kind of sad. I should. And I don't know, because I just spend so much time listening to podcasts and that's it. But I do like Immortal Technique lately. I've gotten into them. They're a hip-hop group, and they sing about a lot of, you know, culturally relevant and government stuff and government corruption and all that. So definitely check them out. They have their whole album on YouTube. So, and it's good background music, too. It has a good beat. So I'd like to hear from you guys. Let's just have a conversation. Give me some ideas for future videos. What are some really awful propaganda shows, movies, songs? And what are some counter propaganda cultural influences as well? And I can't wait to read some of your comments. And definitely, if you like this, subscribe to the Conscious Resistance channel right below there. And subscribe to my channel as well at Katie Chaos. Alright, talk to you later. Bye!